Hello, and welcome to MedEvidence Articles, where we encourage community research and education with weekly articles. I'm your host, Benton Loeyball, and this week we are talking about vaccine additives. Improving flu vaccine effectiveness through clinical research and adjuvants. The flu is one of the most common infections people regularly encounter. Every year, there are about 1 billion cases of the flu worldwide, causing millions of hospitalizations and hundreds of thousands of deaths. The flu is caused by the influenza virus. It's seasonal and really kicks up in the winter in temperate climates like most of the U.S. To fight the flu, we engage in a huge public health initiative every year, the flu shot. The flu shot prevents millions of illnesses and doctor's visits, tens of thousands of hospitalizations, and thousands of deaths every year. These excellent outcomes are in spite of the limited effectiveness of the flu vaccine. In this context, effectiveness measures how much disease the vaccine prevents compared to those who are not vaccinated. Large-scale studies have found that the flu vaccine can reduce hospitalizations by about 70% in adults. Adults over 65 may have weaker immune systems, so this effectiveness drops to between 42 and 60%. Flu vaccines, like the annual flu shot, are safe and effective, reducing the risk of illness and severe complications. While they are far better than treating people after they become sick, there remains room for improvement in vaccine coverage and overall effectiveness of the vaccine. Vaccines are pretty simple in principle, but complex in practice. The general idea is to present a potentially dangerous particle to the immune system so that it can recognize it and prepare defenses. The challenging part is in the safety and effectiveness of this process in an unpredictable human body. Critical to effective vaccines are many steps, including introducing the correct potentially dangerous item, called an antigen, making sure the antigen isn't actually dangerous, and, critically, ensuring the immune system actually responds. The last part is where adjuvants come in. An adjuvant, from the Latin word for to help, is added to a vaccine to help increase its effectiveness. The exact mechanisms for some adjuvants remains unknown, but scientists think they work through one of a few proposed methods: helping move antigens to the lymph nodes for a long-term adaptive immune response, protecting antigens for a longer-term and bigger response, increasing the perceived threat during injection to bring immune cells to the antigens, stimulating an increase in the total immune cells through danger signaling, activating secondary immune systems for a robust response, and or helping the immune system detect similar threats, such as a similar strain of influenza, even if they aren't exactly the same. Some of the most widely used adjuvants, including alum, used for over 100 years, and MF59, used for over 30, trigger local inflammation at the injection site. This inflammation causes a non-specific immune response that enhances the overall effectiveness of the vaccine. While there is some concern about these adjuvants for potential chronic inflammation, more than a century of evidence shows that these potential risks are far outweighed by the benefits, namely avoiding hospitalization or death from the flu or other diseases. Think of it like a tornado siren. It can be loud and unpleasant, but that's a pretty good trade-off compared to getting hit with a tornado. Flu vaccines are generally safe and provide important protection against influenza, but they could be more effective, especially for those over 65 who are at higher risk for severe illness. With the help of clinical trials, adjuvants may help make one of the most successful public health efforts even more effective for our most vulnerable populations. Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of MedEvidence Articles. If you'd like to know more, all of our descriptions are linked in the podcast description below. You can also visit our website at medevidence.com. MedEvidence helps answer the question of who can you trust for medical information. The MedEvidence platform provides valuable information about many medical issues and the insights of evidence-based medicine. MedEvidence educates audiences through engaging and entertaining magazines, podcasts, videos, articles, and presentations. We strive to bring together diverse voices of top-level medical professionals, researchers, and experts to provide unique and engaging content that uncovers the truth behind the data. For more great content, including discussions by physicians and subject matter experts, check out the MedEvidence podcast. My name is Benton, and we'll see you next week.